I start each year winter sowing. I collect seeds. I put them out on the winter solstice. I do about 100 of these jugs a year. I have a little friend there, Ollie, who oversees all operations. We're here in Ecoregion 59. We moved here about 4 years ago, and slowly we started to build and add garden beds, and but also carefully watch what was here and what came in the spring. So we had a lot of native spring ephemerals, which I quickly fell in love with and added more and more of, and more of. I love how hardy they are, coming up through the leaf litter and even surviving the snow, and doing all of this before the bigger trees even leaf out. They complete their life cycle and then disappear. Here we have what we call the big night. It appeared around March 20th this year, where we had the first warm night of rain, and it brought out all of the creatures that were on the move to find their mates. We try to add in as much ground cover and leaf cover as we can for them. Here we see unboxing of the pots and potting up each year. The perennials take a couple of years, sometimes 2 to 3, to really develop and bloom from the time they're sown. And then we start all over and collect the seeds again. So here we are in June. We try to have something blooming for as long as we can throughout the year. So from March to November here. These are some more of the spring ephemerals.
Beautiful. It's one of those things
In June, the fireflies also arrive and stay for a few weeks. This is some of the benefits that we see from leaving the leaves and giving them a shelter to overwinter in. In July, we see so many caterpillars, butterflies, and other insect pollinators visiting the flowers. We intentionally leave the standing stalks overwinter to give them a place and a shelter to overwinter in. So excited to see this native seed box that I winter sowed last year and planted out, persisting, along with the iris versicolor. Here's more of that seed box. And then I also helped along, added back in some Canadian burnet here, burnet canadensis, along with the sensitive ferns. Monarda's gone by, buttonbush. Here's what the field looked like when the Monarda was in bloom. The hummingbirds love the bee balm. My paths are what you would call dirty. Everything grows in between, including these great little Southview. Started out pulling invasives from this wet area in the yard, and we got a lot more bracken fern. We have big blue lobelia, rudbeckias. That's ironweed. It's coming up in the back. We have 3 high bush blueberries, which are taken over right now by the jewelweed. I don't mind because the hummingbirds love the jewelweed. Sensibly a wet area. We put in some pussy willows and arborescens smooth hydrangea. That was taken from a cutting. Got a lot of volunteers down here. This is a polite little Eupatorium Joe Pye and some native violets. The violets are a host plant for the fritillary butterfly, which we've seen a lot of this year. We added a lot of fall blooming flowers so that the pollinators have something to eat late in the season, and we made it to November 18th last year.